Good morning to all my students. I am Mohammad Sohail Sheikh, faculty of CV Patel Computer College of BCA department. In the previous session, we discussed what is the .NET framework, and we discuss some aspects of the program executions which is managed by the .NET framework, and also discuss the architecture of the .NET framework. In this architecture of the .NET framework, we discuss CLR and the BCL. Today we discuss remaining portion of the architecture of the ADO.NET. We already covered CLR and base class library in a previous session. Now next layer, which is also known as a data access layer. With the help of this layer, we can access a relational database. It works with a XML and it provides a disconnected data model. This layer is used to access the data and the data services using the data provider and the data set. Now next layer, there is a Windows form. Which is sometimes known as a WinForms, to create graphical user interface for a Windows desktop applications. With the help of Windows form, we can make single user interface. Using the Visual Studio.NET, we can simplify the design graphical user interface by dragging the controls on a form to draw graphical user interface. Now next layer, there is a web form and web services. In the previous session, I said that .NET framework, which is one type of the software environment that provides or that help to creating, deploying, executing the three type of application. First of all is a desktop applications, we can say Windows applications, which is covered in the WinForms. Now next one is a web form and web services. In this layer, we can create a two type of applications, web form and web services. So what is a web form? It provides a tool for a web applications. Simply we can say that it is a part of the ASP.NET. Web form, it is a form engines that provides browser based user interface. I again repeat, WinForm, which is a graphical user interface for desktop applications, and web form, which provide browser based user interface for web applications. It consists of two parts. First one is a template and the second one is a component. In the template, it contains HTML based layout informations for all GUI elements, or we can say all the controls, and the second components which contain the logic behind the controls. It means when I click, then what to do on a particular click of the control. So I can say that there is a neat and clean separations by the web forms, that is a presentation layer and a application logic layer. So with the help of ASP.NET or using the .NET framework, we can say that web form provide easy and powerful way to develop web user interface for the web applications. Now next one is a web services. So web services are applications that run on the web servers and communicate with the other applications. like some news channel which say or which telling about the weathers. The weather, that is a web services applications which is developed by the some other persons, and it is used by the another person. So we can say that it is a done with the help of web services, which uses the series of XML protocol for the storing, carrying, and exchanging the data over the network. One of the example, like I give the like weather related informations. Another example is the flight schedules and ticket reservation system. Now next layer, that is a CLS. CLS is a set of the rules and constraints that all the languages must follow, which we want to compatible with the .NET framework. It means that all the languages which is supported by the .NET framework follow some rules and constraint, which is said at which I'm saying that like it is a CLS, common language specifications. It is used to support the theme of the .NET, that is unifications and interoperability. It means if you want the code which is written in a language to be used by the another program in another language, then it should be ahead to the CLS, or it is possible with the CLS, because CLS describe a set of the features that are common to the different languages. And finally I add a single point to the CLS. CLS defined minimum standard that all the .NET language compiler must conform to, and ensure that any source code compiled by a .NET compiler can interoperate with a .NET framework. I hope all the students clear the .NET framework. If you have any query, just you have to comment. Thank you.